Welcome back to the Zero Check Podcast, episode 124. I'm joined as always by my favorite men in the world, aside from my father and my son. I got Chris and Donnie and Bill and Brad in no particular order. How's it going, fellas?
Yo.
Good. It's going well.
Hello, Mike.
Hi. Hi.
Hey.
You guys want to play some Pathfinder?
Pathfinder,
I
get
do.
some updates.
Yeah, I feel like
Do
we
some
haven't done
stuff.
anything for 5 years.
I know.
5
Just been
years.
sitting
Really
around.
shake off the excess beards. Do you guys all grow beards during the 5 years?
Mitch did, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oggs is very unkempt.
What's the Sirio Sertova beard situation? Can
There's
you grow one?
no beard. He's not even clean. It's still like a baby face.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
When he
Poor
wolfs out,
guy.
he gets real hairy.
Oh, sure. Sure. Gentlemen, I have an agenda in front of me, and it is a very good agenda. This is the agenda associated with episode 124, which is the episode we're recording right now. I have 2 items on this agenda, and the first item is Kingdom Update. Chris continues to run Kingdom turns over on the Foundry server that we now have up and going, which I'm very excited about. Guys, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm really good with computers, and I don't need any help at all to set up the Foundry server. I did it all by myself.
It's been flawless. I mean, I'll just come out and say it's been just flawless.
Flawless.
Yeah, and some might
That's
say
right.
you're a hacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mods work. Every mod that I've attempted works. Definitely the token ownership hasn't been a problem. You guys have gotten you guys are totally able to do everything you need to do.
Do you, when you're working on Foundry, do you wear fingerless gloves?
He's got the Nintendo Power Glove. That's what he's got.
Is that not how you're supposed to do it? No, I put on a white tank top as if I'm John Henry,
Yes.
down in the mines, hammering away.
Just a cigarette hanging out of your mouth?
Just a cigarette.
Samuel
hanging out.
Jackson in Jurassic Park.
Access main program.
Black Snake Moan. That was another good Samuel L. Jackson movie. None of this is on the agenda, though. But yeah, we're going to do a Kingdom update, including, as I understand it, there were 3 Kingdom events that Chris rolled that we need to go through and resolve. So, Chris, you might have to go back and increase some unrest. Most Kingdom events do seem to they're just unrest machines. And in fact, you'll see what I'm talking about when we go through them. And then I think, as I understand it, the party, the boys are ready to hit the road in the mobile bus, or what is it called? The mobile inn?
Mobile in, yeah.
Knock, knocks, knock block. You guys are ready to hit the road. Everything going all right there, fellas? You guys ready to go?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Then let us call agenda item number 1, Kingdom Update. Chris, do you want to just take us through? How many turns have you simulated now?
I have simulated 19 total turns, and that has brought the kingdom up to level 4.
Yay.
We've got 17 total hexes, so it's
Damn.
getting, we're getting up there.
Things are getting pretty serious.
Yeah, so we can now claim 2 hexes per turn, which doubles our rate of expansion. So at level 4, we also have find living standards anywhere in the kingdom in our settlements for free. I think we were
Wow.
just assuming that since we're awesome, but now if we go to any of our settlements, we'll be able to live there rent free, which makes sense.
Wow.
And we also
nice.
get +1 to crafting and earn income checks within the kingdom. So that's pretty cool.
Oh,
We've
very
also
cool.
established a new settlement at the Temple of the Elk, and we've named that settlement Tristan's Hold.
Oh,
Nice.
Tristan's Hold. I like that because he's just like, he chased the settlers away a little bit and he had to go into, no, Tristan, it's okay.
Aside from that, we've established a lot of lumber camps, and most of our kingdom right now is in forested area, and we have enough settlements, and they're getting to the town size. We are running out of farmland, so we need to go explore and find some farmland.
So can you help me out with something? And I hope I'm not about to ruin your night, but like, this is where I begin to lose track of the rules. But settlements have a zone of influence that are the hexes surrounding the city, right?
Yes.
And then the farmland that pertains to that city has to be within that zone?
It does not.
Oh,
Each
okay.
settlement, if it's a village, unless it's your capital, it's just its own hex. So it doesn't have any influence around. Once it gets up to a town, it influences 1 hex away. So any work sites or anything in those hexes you've claimed can start accumulating those resources. The capital is always 1 step above.
Okay. So what does that mean?
So right now,
accumulating those
Snickerdoodle's a
resources?
town, Fort Tran's a town, Kratower's a town, but Tristan's Hold is a settlement, so it doesn't influence any hexes yet.
But farmland can be anywhere as long as we've claimed the hex.
Yes, but you only get the benefit from it if it's within an influenced hex.
Oh, okay.
So basically,
I see.
anything 1 hex away from those first 3 settlements, we gain the benefits of. But like our gold mine, for instance, that is 3 hexes away from Fort Trand, 2 hexes away from Snickerdoodle, 2 hexes away from Temple of the Elk. We do not gain the benefit of that mine yet.
Oh, I see. So you got to throw a settlement near there, I suppose.
Either that, or we gotta grow Snickerdoodle up to a city.
Olegton could do it, I guess.
Yeah,
if you grew to a city.
Oleg is also 2 hexes away, so we'd have to upgrade it to a city, which I think is level 7. Something. It's a higher level.
You guys will never make it to 7th level. I don't know why we're even talking about that. Kingdom events. You shared with me that you rolled 3 total kingdom events, and you rolled an 18, a 60, and a 31. So why don't we resolve these kingdom events here and now, and then you can go back through. You've been collecting the data from the turns in a Discord channel that just we have access to. So maybe you can go back.
Yeah,
through
it's verbose.
It is. But I've enjoyed looking through it. The first kingdom event you rolled was an 18. Do you happen to know what turn you rolled that during?
Event 18, we rolled on turn 13.
Event number 18. Actually, this is a 3 or 4 numbers all in a row. This event is entitled Cult Activity.
Uh-oh.
A religious cult opposed to your goals or established religions begins kidnapping, converting, or sacrificing citizens. The cult remains secret and hidden in one of the nation's settlements, operating out of a covert temple or safe house somewhere in that settlement. The kingdom must attempt an intrigue check to locate the cult each kingdom turn until you succeed in doing so. Then you must attempt a folklore check each kingdom turn until you defeat the cult. So this is sort of this can span multiple turns.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we use your control DC. So what level were we at 13?
So at 13, we were level 3.
All right.
We were level 3, and then we also had fewer hexes, so our control DC is 17.
Okay. I guess I need a DC 17 intrigue check as the king perhaps hears about this starting to happen. Rumors in the wind.
Yeah, let's make that intrigue check. I put a 19 on the die, so I think it's probably going to be
Squashed.
a success, and so we would add 7 to this, so 26. Actually, sorry, I got to take that back. We would add 9 to that.
Oh.
Since in the ruler's leadership role is he's good at intrigue.
So that would be a crit then, right? That's 29?
28.
28.
28. Critical success. You discover which settlement houses the cult's headquarters. When you attempt folklore checks to defeat the cult, reduce the DC by 5. Holy moly, that's a very nice critical success. Good. Okay. So the failure and critical failure conditions on this were increasing unrest and corruption. We're simulating the next turn now. It's time for Harim, the Magister, to make a folklore check. DC, I guess 12, since the DC is reduced by 5. Who's going to roll for the Magister?
I'll roll. What am I rolling?
You would roll folklore and add 3 to this. Since we are not trained in folklore.
All right. Let's see what we get. Oh, not quite as good, Chris. I got a natural 11. You said plus 4?
Plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay, so 14 total.
Whoa, DC 12 because of the crit success.
Nice.
For once, this doesn't happen in Fort Trand, by the way. This was in the Snickerdoodle Caverns. This was going on. And it was cultists similar in attitude and similar in religious worship to those cultists that you encountered after you defeated the beast 5 years ago. These seeking the bloom guys, seek the bloom. These were cultists of Lamash 2 for sure. Just like some of those cultists that
there seem to be a lot of them just kind of roaming around here.
Yeah. It's a second. Yeah. I mean, they probably kept themselves hidden, and over a few years, they wormed themselves in and eventually were doing culty shit. In any event, I will credit you a success on this folklore check. The cult is driven out of town, but not destroyed. choose one of the following rewards. You can reduce your unrest by 1d4. You can reduce one ruin by 1, or you can gain 1d4 luxury commodities. I'd say reduce the ruin. Jeez.
Bring the ruin down?
I think those kind of collect and build up over time, right? They're hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ruin, if it builds up, it can be pretty bad because once you hit a ruin threshold for corruption, crime, decay, or strife, you just get a permanent debuff that you can only remove. You only have so many opportunities in the game to ever remove those.
Wow.
So hitting a threshold is bad. So I think we should either reduce our corruption or our crime.
Which one's higher?
They're both the same.
Well, then I say corruption.
Yeah, it's down.
Sweet.
Wonderful.
Nice.
And that is the cult activity event. Congratulations, guys. Mazel tov.
Yay.
We proceed into the next event. This was a 60s, I believe, you told me.
Didn't we have somebody wanting to go still and be a champion of Lamash too?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to either talk
That's
to
right.
him or something's got to be done.
I wonder if this is what piqued his interest, this cult, and he got interested again.
Perhaps.
Like I think when we put out the job notice for bus driver, like cannot be Lamash to cultist is definitely one of the requirements.
That seems like a slippery slope to get into.
You're discriminating against religious worship.
I mean, I guess alignment's out of the picture, but like if we're gonna,
It's discriminatory. That's fine. I'm not. Don't let me talk. Don't let me scrutinize this. You guys. Yes, the government does have a rational purpose for doing this because cults of Lamash too repeatedly try to kill everybody. So don't let me.
Don't let our civil rights interfere with Shrike.
Yeah, this doesn't.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, event number 60 is called Nature's Blessing. A natural event such as a bloom of rare wildflowers in a previously empty field, a glorious omen in the night sky like the northern lights, or the return to prominence of a previously rare type of wildlife raises your kingdom's morale and inspires its creators. And it's a beautiful swath of gorgeous purple and blue and yellow flowers bloom across the Tuskwater. Like the banks of the Tuskwater Lake. It is gorgeous. It's a once in a lifetime sort of phenomenon here. And what I need is an arts check. This is by the Magister here. What happens as a reaction to this nature's blessing? Arts.
It is going to be a 22.
Nice.
Whoa, nice. You get a success. Let's see. Harim seizes upon this opportunity and delivers a blessing. Your blessing touches the hearts of all. Gain a +1 status bonus to culture and stability-based checks on your next kingdom turn. Well, that's nice.
All right.
The failure condition on this was just nothing, but if Harim had critically failed this, arguments over the meaning of the blessing would have tainted the goodwill of the people, and unrest would have increased in the kingdom by 1.
Wow.
As Harim just completely fumbles this. Fine. You guys want to do the last one here?
Yeah.
31, event number 31. Expansion demand. The citizens of your kingdom want expansion. If you successfully claim to hex this turn, the result of your check for this event is improved by 1 degree. Chris, what turn did this occur during, and did you claim a hex?
So yeah, this was the most recent turn 19. We claimed 2 hexes this turn.
2 hexes, bitches.
In 2 separate activities. So I don't know if both of them become crits or probably just 1.
Well, whatever this exploration skill check is by Amiri the Warden, I will increase your result by 1. So the control DC on this has risen to 18. Is that true?
It's 19.
19 DC 19 exploration check from Amiri. Bill, you want to do the honors?
Yep. She will add 11 since the warden is skilled in wilderness and
22.
exploration.
Yeah. It's pass.
What was the total?
22.
22. It's a success. You satisfy the citizens' demand for growth. But if you don't successfully claim a hex during your next kingdom turn, you have to increase unrest by 1. So expansion demand is a hard one, but with the success, you get nothing bad has happened, but you must claim next turn. So I'd make a note of that.
Nice.
These are fun.
Yeah.
These are kind of cute. I like these.
So there was no bonus for a success.
No bonus
But
for
turn
success.
20, we got to claim a hex or bad unrest. Okay.
Let's see. Well, here's the deal. If you had failed this, the citizens remain unhappy with your kingdom's growth, increase unrest by 1. If you don't claim a hex during the next kingdom turn, increase unrest by 1 again. If you'd critically failed that, it would have been unrest by 2. The success you still have to claim next kingdom turn. Critical success would have been just nothing, like no effect. So this was expansion demand is kind of a tough event. Wow, guys, kingdoms are so cool. I'm enjoying this very much.
Yeah, Chris has done an amazing job getting this figured out and put together and ran through. So thank you so much, Chris, for getting us up to snuff here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And I think for the listeners, I can post a little summaries. I'm not going to post a summary of every turn, but I think up through a year and a half, 18 turns, we'll post a summary, and then probably every 6 turns after that, representing like half a year's worth of stuff. We'll post a little summary and then a picture of, what the kingdom looks like.
And by the way, just full disclosure, we're going to use generative AI to create these summaries someday. If we're ever making a bunch of money, we can pay someone to do our summaries, or maybe pay ourselves. But in the moment, I think it's pretty slick that we can feed the data in, and it kind of spits out kind of a narrative. Which is pretty neat.
What we're feeding into it looks like a log file from like a computer, like a program. So it's not in a very human readable form, and this will help us organize it and get something nice and pretty.
Well, let's see. Should we move on to our next item here? We are thinking we want to do an expedition into the Sellen Hills. Now, you've been to the Sellen Hills a couple of times, but there's been no reconnoitering. You went to the Sellen Hills once to hunt the beast. That's where you killed the beast out in the Sellen Hills. And you went to the Sellen Hills a second time to fight Gragglebeard. Natavi and Ikundeo led you out there with, what's the vibe? What's going on? Why are we hitting the road? What's going on with the guys? You guys just itching for the road?
I think there's that. I think Chris mentioned like the search for farmland. It sounds like that's it. Yeah.
And the kingdom event to expand. Like we kind of have a directive from our from our subjects.
There you go.
There's been another development that I can tell you about as well. One of the lumberjacks that was inveigled that you saved from that Fey person a while ago. You're wandering around Fort Trand one day. Let's say it's Drycolme. Drycolme, you're doing your thing. You're thinking to yourself, man, I should ask Japhel out.
Never thinking that.
Man, it's trying to make that a thing.
I know. Everybody's trying to force it.
Shipping it so hard. Drycolme, you're walking around Fort Trand one day. You're getting a bagel. Do you eat a bagel in the morning? For sure he does.
I mean, I'm sure. I would assume he would. I mean, we're right on Lake Tuscwater. He's probably got some bagel and lox going. Oh, a nice schmear on it.
Oh, a nice little green onions in the schmear. Oh, that's so good. Hey, one of those grumpy lumberjacks is hammering a wanted poster up on a pole somewhere.
Does he have a permit for that?
Well,
Jubilost is about to cite him.
yeah, he is. There's a dragon haunting the Sellen Hills.
Like a
I
dragon?
forgot about it.
You like dragons?
Yeah.
That's kind of a big deal. That's like the first dragon we've heard of.
Yeah.
He and his lumberjack bros, they got run off a job by a fire-breathing drake.
And that's like a wanted poster? That's not like a... Oh, just by the way, there's a...
By the way,
It's a wanted poster.
it happened to be in the Sellen Hills.
It did. It happened to be in the Sellen Hills.
It's like in Craigslist.
Yeah, it's like Craigslist.
Put a fucking ad in the paper. What do you want me to do, guys? Come on.
A dragon?
The Lumberjack Consortium is offering a bounty of 400 gold pieces for the slay.
Also seems low.
Yeah.
Really, 400?
Fucking dragon.
It's a dragon.
We get their 400 and we get the dragon's horde.
Oh, true.
The dragon won't have a horde. Let's think about this.
Oh, horde. Sorry.
The dragon's whore.
Thank you for explaining the joke.
We call them consorts,
That's the name of the next
Brad.
bar we're opening.
The dragon's whore.
The dragon's whore.
Oh, no. No, we can't.
Well, that because it would be Dragon's Horde, so you could call it the Dragon's Horde, like as in past tense. They used to hoard.
Yeah. Like in general conversation, you might not pick it up, but definitely when you see the sign outside the establishment, you'll notice.
Oh,
The
WHORD horde.
They hoard. In the past, the Dragon's Horde.
The Dragon's Horde.
Now, no longer. I don't know what to tell you, fellas. Lumberjack there. He's offering you 400 gold to go hunt down a fire dragon in the Sellen Hills. You guys need farmland. We getting the band back together. You
Let's
guys,
do
what are we
this.
doing here?
kill a dragon, get some farmland.
Let's go kill a
I mean,
dragon.
it seems like the Natchez Lake peanut butter and jelly. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Who's coming? Who you guys can have an NPC.
I'll
we
go.
talked about this. What's going on? You go. Okay, you go. Mitch is going. Draco May.
I'm out. Let's go.
King Sertova.
I'm going. Shit, yeah.
Get away from these kids. Need a break.
Yeah. Chris can't
Fishing
wait.
trip.
Yeah,
Chris,
so
Chris
the-
can't
the-
wait to
the-
get in the car.
The 1 hour per day, sometimes that's a little
lot.
much. Like I can get through, like the last 15 minutes they're tough. So if we can get out of town for a little bit.
Yeah, Ogjulinus and Tomton. He's going on the trip.
He's asking Mitch
Bog.
the entire time. So you think we'll find anything about Briar out here? Like he's not letting us go.
Maybe.
Any theories on Briar?
It's a sword, brother.
Said you mentioned something about hidden behind magic, and my head instantly went to the Candlemere, that magical seal. But it doesn't really fit in my head. Like I don't know.
Because it
It's
was
like a Pharasma lock
sealed,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't see Pharasma doing that.
That's right. That's a Pharasma seals. But yeah, it could be. It could be under there. Well, maybe you'll find it in the Sellen Hills.
Yeah, maybe a dragon's got it.
Maybe a dragon has Briar. All right, you guys get into the bus. The fucking bus.
Oh, we're also bringing Rundell.
Oh, that's right, Rundell. Thank you. And this would be a good opportunity for me to tell you that a listener has built out Rundell for us. And Rundell has been converted into a listener NPC, our third. This Rundell was submitted by Steven from Garden City, Michigan, who also goes by GlenBob509 on our Discord server, longtime listener.
Yeah.
In fact, 2 years ago, Steven submitted a different NPC, which I was never able to work in, but really cool concept. And so what I did was I sent him a quick message and said, hey, the guys want Rundell. We all want Rundell. You guys told me you want a Rundell. I said, would you build out Rundell for us? You know what he said? He said, sure. And then he did it. So we have Rundell, and let me tell you a little bit about this version of Rundell that this guy made. Oh, and he also gave Rundell a last name.
Oh.
Rundell Joffritis.
Joffritis.
Joffritis. Isn't that good?
That sounds like something a doctor's going to tell me I have at some point. Hey, sorry, you have
Got a nasty case
Joffritis.
of Joffritis.
Yeah, am I going to need penicillin after adventuring with this guy?
Maybe, yeah. Rundell Joffritis. You know what? He took the martial dedication at second level. So he's combined social skills and combat training to become a talented combat leader. Choose diplomacy or intimidation. You become trained in that skill or become an expert if you were already trained in it. I believe he's got a 15-foot aura that provides a +1 status bonus to saving throws against fear. So
Nice.
Rundell Joffritis is a good guy to have around. And then at 4th level, Rundell took Dread Martial Stance, putting on a grim face for the battle ahead. You encourage your allies to strike fear into their foes with vicious attacks. When you use this action, attempt an intimidation check. The difficulty class is usually an easy DC for your level, but the GM can assign a different DC based on the circumstances. And then if he succeeds, let's see, the Marshal's aura grants you and the allies a +1 status bonus to damage rolls. So he's kind of almost filling like a bard's role
That's
here.
pretty cool.
Yeah. When you are an ally in the aura, critically hit an enemy with a strike, that enemy becomes frightened 1 automatically. So that's pretty
that's
nice
sick.
too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's so I assume he probably is synergizing with intimidation then. So I bet you this guy's an expert in intimidation. Check his skills. But yeah, it's a cool build.
Yeah.
We haven't had this archetype before, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's why.
To me,
why
what
he
you
picked it.
described it, I mean, it fits what I think of Rundell. I mean, this character, yeah. So yeah, this is a great
Yeah,
build.
the aura definitely wouldn't do like a DR to electrical damage or anything.
You can't find bombs with that. It's not a bomb finder.
No, it's not a
aura.
bomb detector.
Not a bomb detector. So thank you to Steven.
Steven.
And
Thanks, Steven.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Rundell was on the bus.
Let's go, Rundell.
He goes, "What's up?
Stow your gear. We're going for a ride.
Rundell MC. Let's do it.
Where are we going?"
What happens in the bus stays on the bus.
He's like, maybe I'll get off the bus. Oh, what's the vibe? You guys are all back together again. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I imagine like we're telling stories from the good old days, like the taming of the stolen lands, and
When I think of all the good times, I like the last 5 years don't even register to me. It's like all the stuff before that is just like it's like it was yesterday. I can't wait to get back out there with you guys.
And since it's been 5 years and we've had the remember when conversation like a lot of different times, I think it's time to make some new memories here in the Sellen Hills.
Yeah. Some new memories. Well, you set off, okay? Driving around your bus, Mitch, on the very roads that you've had built throughout. And, where are you going, fellas? How are you doing this? Where are you going in the Sellen Hills? The Sellen Hills, for the listeners at home, the Sellen Hills run against the bottom, dozen or so hexes in the lower right of the map. And really, you can approach the Sellen Hills from the east or from the west. Fort Trand is oriented kind of above the western section of the Sellen Hills.
where's this dragon? Like, where is it? What part of the Sellen
Yeah,
Hills
was
is
there
it in?
like some tick marks on this wanted sign with a big X for Dragon's Lair?
So there are 3 hexes of the Sellen Hills that are forested, and the lumberjacks were working somewhere around there when this happened.
So just south of Veskit, basically.
Basically, south of Veskit, south of Candlemere.
So we've got a road to Veskit, so I think we just stick on the road, head down there, and
Shoots cracking.
bang out those X's.
Stop and get some fish hooks.
Yep.
Yeah, trade for some rusty fish hooks.
Run by the stronghold.
Yeah, have you guys debased the fish hooks yet at Veskit, or are you still allowing them to use this currency?
I think they're probably really good fish hooks.
Yeah.
And being that we're on a giant lake with a bunch of rivers, I think their market's safe.
All right. Fair enough. Well, you pass through Veskit. Things are going well. King Veskit, I guess, I don't know if he's like Duke Veskit now. Veskit has been integrated into the kingdom at this point. Is that true?
I haven't rolled it out yet, but we'll get there.
Okay. So this is happening. So he's a good ally. He's a good friend. He receives you on his island. Things seem to be going okay. He's got a 4th wife now. He's happy. He's a pig in shit. He's doing great.
Has he heard anything about dragons? Like they're just to the south of him?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
He has has not heard about it. He provided shelter to some lumberjacks, about a month back. They were on their way out into the forest. He never saw them come back, though.
Okay.
But they had Fort Trand issued IDs, so he.
Oh, that's right. We did have to start issuing IDs because what's his face got hoodwinked.
Yep.
Oh, Keston Garrison.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
I guess I should also mention that. So we know it's a red dragon. Sirio's not really book smart, but he will instruct Og to read up on how to defeat red dragons.
Oh.
And if we needed to bring any special provisions or anything.
Let's
we
get
set
that
out.
roll. A lore master.
Want a lore
check.
master check, do you? Well, how about a 19 plus
Whoa.
11? So 30.
It's a success, not quite a crit. You think, based on the description from the lumberjacks, that you're dealing with an enormous flame drake. Okay, the size of this isn't like a full-sized enormous dragon. This is a drake. I can give you a standard array of stuff. You want to know an ability? You want to know low save, weakness, strength?
Let's look at
immunity.
let's start with weakness. Any weaknesses on this guy?
Well, I think I will confirm to you what I think everyone is already suspecting. Cold 10, weakness. So, given that you did this before you left town, if there's any provisions or gear or anything you'd want to craft or buy, you have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, is there anything for cold that we could?
I think there might be some gadgets that I can
Any arrows or anything?
Is there a frost mage back in town we can go and trade out?
Should we go farm some aqua quintessence so we can be dousers?
Gonna trade out Rundell Joffritis for Octavia or Eobald. You guys have a lot of NPCs, by the way. I've been working on the Foundry. I created. There are so many. Would you like them in alphabetical order? Do you want to do this real quick? There's so many. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
We're listening to the crickets.
He's like, you gonna do this? We're all shaking our heads. He's like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it. You got Amiri, Calvaris or Calvaris, Cormac O'Cannon, Ekondeo, Eobald, Gorza Bloodstone, Harim Silverchair, Jathel, Jake, parentheses Blazon, Jubilost, Kaliki, Lindsay Clobo, Micmac, Neelatran, Noggles, Knock Knock, Octavia, Ragonga, Rundell, Tassum, Tenru the Hunter, Tristan, Valerie Bedelia, and Velcro Orlog. And I forgot Keston. Keston's in there too. And I guess Jod should be there too since he's a level 4 druid all of a sudden.
Who's Kaliki?
That's the
battle with the
tiefling
monk,
that
right?
defended. Yeah, she's a water kineticist. So she's around here too. And she's a citizen of Fort Trand. She's a good citizen. She was first in line to get her state issued ID. She's in charge. She's in favor of citizen ID laws.
I purchased 2 Frost Vial.
I thought you were going to talk about it.
wasn't.
You purchased your
I'm
ID.
sorry.
Frost
two
Vial.
Frost Vials, moderate.
All right. Anything else? You guys good?
Well, I'm gonna pick up some of those too.
10 gold.
Nominal.
We can spare it.
Nominal.
A frost rune, those are like level 8 items, right? They're pretty,
I think so.
they're expensive.
Level
so
8, yeah,
we wouldn't
frost.
be able to buy or craft. We'd have to
Yeah.
It's only 500
Yeah, I
gold.
don't-
It's not that expensive.
mail order it.
Yeah, I think we've flubbed this a little bit. I think Mitch obtained a fire rune somewhere. I can't quite remember where he got it. He's
took it off of the horse sword.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So we've been letting him move it around, which I think is fine. But yeah, I don't think he could craft it from scratch because I think you've got to be that level to craft things.
I guess some kind of probably maybe I'll look at some scrolls of like energy
that's a good
resistance
idea.
and stuff.
Can you cast frostbite, Chris?
I'd have to retrain, which takes downtime.
Or a scroll for those spells. You could do that, couldn't you?
Yeah, I don't know anything about frost. I'd have to research and spend time off air to figure that out. But if we can retcon, if I can pick out 2 or 3 scrolls, and let you know, Mike.
We're hitting the road. All right. So I'm going to move your token over to Veskit. Beautiful, beautiful spring day. Oh, do you go hybrid around Brundell?
I think so. He's been with us for 5 years. I'm
Yeah,
going to say
I mean,
he's a close advisor. He's not part of the ruling committee. He's not in an actual like kingdom advisor role, but I'm going to say he's like captain of the guard. Like we basically picked him up out of Noleski's organization and dropped him in ours. So he's high up, but he's not like a general. He's not like a General Kome, right? But he's definitely like captain of the guard.
Yeah, I feel like he works for Dry, like a subordinate, maybe, or something like that. Or
Yeah, I picture Jathel kind of being in charge of the sneaky clandestine kind of operatives or guards, and then Rundell is kind of on the up and up, public facing side.
yeah, and he's good. He's good at this job. You think, or maybe I think Noleski dismissed him too easily. He was a good find, Rundell Joffritis.
So yeah, out on the road, I will be hybrid in front of him. So I don't know how he reacts, but after 5 years, I'm sure he knows.
Yeah, he's down.
Has the Silent Veil in Veskit heard anything from travelers or anything like that?
Roll a Silent Veil check.
That's a 1 on the die.
Oh no.
I think the Silent Veil thinks the dragon is horse shit. Thinks dragon doesn't exist.
They don't believe in
Dragons
dragons
are
at
fake.
all. They just think dragons are fake. That's a conspiracy right from there.
I think the dragons are just, despite some trees being on fire south of here. No, nothing from the Silent Veil.
Word.
Well, where are you going there, guys? What's up next?
Let's start on the furthest west hex of Sellen Hills.
All right, one day to travel in there. By the way, for the folks at home, I'm very, very pleased with the camping stuff in the Foundry module. Very pleased with it. And I think we're going to start doing it when that module's up and running. We're going to do so much camping together, guys. We're just going to do so much.
But we don't have Bash anymore, so he doesn't have to roll for a fucking campsite. So I don't care. That's fine. Yeah, that's good.
We have to cook for ourselves.
Let's see here. Oh, that dice is spinning. No random encounter. I assume you camped here that night. I will take the perception check the next day to reconnoiter.
And it's been a while since we've done one of these. Yeah. Do we all get to make this check, or is this just as one for the party?
I believe you all get to do it.
All right. It's just a perception check, right?
Yeah.
21.
Oh, mine was on a 20 and then it rolled to a 2, so I got a 15.
23 for Mitch.
Total of 20 for Og.
You come across a pool. Beautiful, clear water.
Og immediately drinks it. No, he doesn't do that.
Wow.
It's time to haze Riddell.
Yeah.
It's like an actual pool with chlorine in it. And
Og, you perhaps run up to drink, and then you notice the shore of the pool is littered with burnt and rotten meat, cracked and scorched bones, scattered items of gnawed-on equipment.
Hey guys, this might be where the dragon's at. Not for sure. I didn't crit that knowledge check, but
do we see any lumberjack remains? Maybe some charred flannel, or
I was gonna say
an axe hilt.
Jesus,
see some burnt gingham
skeleton wrapped in flannel with a fucking hat. Yeah.
Mitchell tack a notice on a tree. There might be a dragon here.
We left a sternly worded note to the dragon. I think it's handled.
Quit burninating my countryside.
Very good. Very good. A little Trogdor. Man, I haven't been to Homestar Runner in a long time. Do you think the website's even still up?
It's still around. He put out a video, I think, a few months ago.
Wow.
It was like an anniversary with a bunch of callbacks to all the old stuff.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. You guys want to fight a dragon?
I mean, is it here?
Yeah.
On the shores of this pool?
We doing this?
Is the dragon on the ground? Is it in the air? Do we see the drake?
Yeah, like we've seen his mess. Is he in the pool bathing?
Is he bathing? Did we catch him at bath time?
Everybody make a perception check.
Again?
So yeah, upon seeing
that's good.
These remnants, I'm going to make sure to stay in Rundell's aura, surrounded by my friends.
He says, you stay close to me, boss.
17 for Og on the perception.
25 for Dry.
11 for Mitch.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, shit.
We're
all very taken aback by this grisly scene.
Rundell, Joffritis, and Drycolme have tied and both agree that the singed entrails leading off into the forest is probably the way to go to track this dragon. After about an hour of walking around, you track it back to a cave.
Dry's gonna tap Mitch on the shoulder and be like, "You like dragons?" Go to the cave.
As far as exploration activities, I guess I'll detect magic. It might be useful. I don't know.
I'm seeking or searching or whatever, going slow, looking for traps and treasures and whatnot.
Rundell is raising his shield.
I assume we've got our weapons drawn, all those things. Do we see?
Yeah.
Do we see the dragon?
Do we see inside the cave? Do we see?
I'll tell you this. You think that dragon isn't going to be flat-footed in them opening that cave. It's his home.
I was going to ask. I was like, is this where the dragon lives? I kind of think we should fight him in the cave so we can't take off flying and hose us down.
Not a bad
Try to keep
idea.
him inside the cave. It's kind of not a bad idea.
And if he goes outside, we just stand there until he comes back.
Then we go into
Is
his
it dark
cave.
in there, or is it?
It's dark, pitch black in the cave. You guys want to sneak into the cave?
Hey, does one of you have one of those like frost bomb things that you picked up?
Just fucking.
Yeet one of those
I was
fuckers
just
in there
thinking
and see
about
what
shooting
happens.
an arrow in there
Well,
and see what happens.
dark vision wise, can we? I think does Og have dark vision? Og's got dark vision, didn't
I
he?
think you have dark vision.
Yeah. Well, yeah, dry
I have
cannon.
low light. Do you know what? Could we cast light on one of my arrows?
Oh.
And then I just shoot it into the dragon, and he'll just always be lit. You don't have to worry about it.
I mean, let me look at the range on light.
While you're doing that, I always feel like the folly, like the adventurer's folly, is like to come up to a cave or like a sycamore tree and be like, let's go in there. Like, why don't we just nuke
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Like, just start throwing all
Burn
of
the shit out of that place.
right?
I
Like,
think,
there's nothing good in there.
yeah.
So the range on light is 120 feet. If I see the mouth, if I've got line of sight, I can just put it in there. You don't even have to shoot an arrow.
There you go.
Let's do it.
But I guess before
That's
that,
not
I want to
sneaky.
read up on like resist elements if there's what the duration on that is, because I'd want to precast that
Yeah.
before we go in. Guys, are we pretty sure the dragon's in there? Can we?
Let's find out. There's only one way to find out. So
Yeah. There is.
All right,
Just gotta walk in.
I'm gonna burn in these resist energies.
Oh.
Resist energy fire. So 5 fire DR.
All right.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, Mike, how many scrolls do I have?
You can have as many as you want to buy.
They're 12 gold a pop.
Okay.
That's not bad.
that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm burning it. We got one for each, but then I'm out.
All right.
So
Even Rundell Joffritis?
even good old Rundell, unless he has some kind of shield block fire stuff.
No, he doesn't. He says, thanks, Chief. He calls you Chief. That's the characterization we're building for Rundell Joffritis. He calls the king Chief.
So we sprinting in here? We sneaking?
I like the shooting the light idea.
Yeah.
Or someone could try to sneak in there.
I can sneak in. We can.
I'm not doing any sneaking around
I
the
have,
dragon.
Yeah.
I have quiet allies. We can all sneak in there.
No. I don't wanna sneak
Let's
in
shoot
there.
the light. that seems more our style.
Yeah, right.
Want to shoot the
Wanna do
light?
that?
Yeah.
Let's stand at the opening
Let's-
and like light up the cave.
Okay.
And I suggest to spread out.
Yeah, that's probably not a
I
bad
don't want to get
idea.
tagged by.
Let's all get a couple arm links apart.
Does anyone have dark vision?
I have low light vision. Yeah.
Okay, so Mitch will flip down a little visor that's attached to his helmet and activate his clockwork goggles.
Oh.
And that'll give him dark vision for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Oh no, I did take Umbral Gnome, so I do have dark vision. Haha. So I can see.
So Og can
Yeah.
see. Okay. So Og, I guess they're getting a lit arrow ready to go, and you peer into the cave, and you see that the cave it has a fork.
Of course.
So you can shoot the arrow off to the left, or you can shoot the arrow off to the right, and you can shoot it deep into the cave. Your dark vision is 60 feet, so you cannot see the back of either path.
So I think he says, Chief, he learns from Rundell. Chief, shoot from to the right. Go down the right side.
Yeah, I'll cast light as far as I can down the, down that direction.
Oh, you're just casting light. You're not doing this thing with the arrow.
I was just casting it.
Yeah, I've got a range of 120 feet. Unless it's further than that, then we need the arrow.
Okay. So I've just rolled. I gave you a 50-50. Og chose the right for you. I told myself I'd roll a D4, and on a 1 or a 2, something would happen. And I rolled a 1 on a D4, so something happens. Okay, so here's what you do. You cast light down the right fork of the cave. The light appears on some kind of rock formation back there, and it illuminates a dragon. The Drake, you picked the correct one. He's in his little room back there. There's bones and charred stuff all around him, and there are treasures around him too. He was awake. He reacts to the light. He looks out of the cave. He sees you guys, and he begins flying out of the cave toward you. Roll for initiative.
Dun, dun.
It's been so long since we've done this.
Oh, no.
I swear, like all the skill checks and the stupid shit, and then when they have to like have dice rolls that matter.
Yeah, this is an important initiative, and I rolled poorly.
Yeah.
Sirio.
I rolled a 1. So initiative, I guess that's 14.
Damn, you got high perception. Holy shit.
Og.
Total of 16.
Nice. Dracomay.
He's going to fly out and eat us.
27.
Yep.
There we
There we go. Somebody's paying attention.
Rye's going to save us again.
Mitchell.
16 as well.
Whoa. Will you go before or after Og?
I don't know. You want to go first, Hug?
Og picked the right side, so he's going to let you go first.
Okay.
What about Grundle, or whatever his name is?
Grundle.
Grendel Rothritis. Well, let me just see what his modifier is. Let's see here. Plus 11 to his initiative.
What I have?
So he gets a 15. Nice job, Rundell. And why don't I just roll for this enormous flame drake, huh? He wins initiative with a 29. You guys want to see a map?
I'd love a map.
I'm going to show you a map.
See our
Here we
final
go.
resting place. It's a drake.
It's a Drake.
Jesus.
The young drake.
He's not flaming.
It is a
though.
young Drake, yeah.
It's a young drake.
It's- Listeners, there's a picture of the musician Drake on Roll20 right now.
I chose a token for this encounter, and it was Drake.
He's large.
The Canadian rapper, Drake.
About the Kendrick in him.
Kendrick Lamar.
And there's a bandit in our midst.
Oh, did I leave a bandit up here?
Yeah.
Where's
Dry's
Dry's
token.
token is the bandit token, apparently.
Oh my
He still has like
God.
bandit A on his head.
Let's see here. Can this guy make it out? What is his? So he's about 100 feet back. What's his
Good job
fly
spreading out,
speed?
guys.
We did say we spread out.
I don't know. Did you guys say you were
Yeah, we
spread
said
out?
we spread
did,
out. We
yeah.
said we at least get like
All
2
right,
arms.
spread out.
I mean, I'm in front of the entrance because I'm looking in. Who the fuck is that?
Why is Drake back here?
You're having too much fun.
Why
with this, Mike.
doesn't the Dry have a real token anymore?
You lost it somewhere. It's on some random page.
That's your token.
That's not my token.
This is your character now, Bill. Deal with it.
Hang on, let me try to find your actual token. Oh, and I think I forgot your pig, so you're just not gonna have them.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I'll give you your pig. I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun over here.
I mean, pig sees about as much action as his swords do. So
The pig saved your ass last time.
Big pig in the last combat was pretty fucking awesome. Pig's gonna leave.
Well, he's at least going to get next to me. Where he
Control
belongs.
your pigs so you can run them off the battlefield.
We're fighting Drake.
What kind of area are we in? There's like a lake. Are there trees? Are there like what are we? There's a cave.
There are some
apparently.
trees around here. This guy's about to come flying out of his cave, though. That's for sure. You know, I'm taking a look at this right now. The remastered Drake is 5th level. The Flame Drake in the Kingmaker module is a higher level creature. And I know you guys. You guys want. You're here.
I want
to
a challenge.
You're here to play. So I'm going to run him pre-master. Okay. He's got an ability called Fireball Breath. The Flame Drake expels a ball of flame to a range of 180 feet that explodes in a 20-foot burst. Creatures in the burst take 9d6 fire damage with a DC 26 basic reflex save. Then the Fireball
Lord.
Breath cannot be used again for 1d6 rounds. He's at the back of the cave. The light triggers. Out he comes. And Dracomay, you're off to the side. You watch King Sertova. He casts the light down the cave, and you're looking at them. And then you see a fireball come out of the cave that engulfs Rundell Joffritis, King Sertova, Og Julius and Tompton, Mitchell, and Bolton. Gentlemen, I need, please, a DC 26 basic reflex save.
It seems like the response doesn't seem. We sent light down. He's sending back fire. It's just
yeah.
not fair.
He's just trying to communicate.
Yeah, light is friendly.
Natural 20.
Oh,
34 for Og.
Oh, critical success from Og. You hit the deck. Mitchell.
24 for Mitch and 24 for Bolton.
Okay. At least they're not crit fails, just regular fails. Serial.
I rolled a 1 again.
Oh, no.
So that's a crit fail.
Ooh, you want to zero check that up to a regular fail?
Oh man, I just don't have a lot of HP to begin with, so I think I have to. I don't want to be taken out like before I even get a turn. So I'm gonna zero check this, take it up to a normal fail, and get the 0 condition.
A hand appears in front of you that appears to shield you from this. Something, kind of the flames part around you a little bit. Let me run for good old Rundell. He gets a +9 to his reflex save. He will fail, but not critically. Man, I think that's everybody. So everyone just sort of fails this. I'm going to do 9d6.
No, not everybody.
Oh, except for Og. I'm sorry. Right. So here's the 6d6.
96, right?
It's 96.
Yeah, but I only have 6.
Oh,
so I'm
whoa.
gonna start. Whoa, 3 6s on this
Oh,
one.
Fucking
no.
Yeah, 5 and 2 1s. So what's 6 times 4 is what, 24? 25 damage on the first 66.
Yeah.
And I'm going to run an additional 3d6 here. 6, a 5, and a 3 on that. 39 damage. This fireball comes out whoosh, right in front of everybody. Fellas, we will come back next time. And that's all I have for you. I'll see you in episode 125
That's
as you
enough.
fight Drake.
Fucking leave the settlement for the first time in fucking 5 years, and within like
Get
2 hours,
fireball.
I'm getting shot by a goddamn fireball. It's good to be back.